What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft BFA. Today we're going to be playing Eludar to start off with. We've already done all the pre-patch stuff, so I'm just going to fumble around and figure out what else there is to do before the patch drops. I was thinking PvP. I could still be doing that PvP, the Dark Shore versus South Shore versus Tarn Mill brawl. That was pretty fun and interesting, but I could see that could probably get old pretty quickly. I mean, especially with like how much the frame rate drops and like, you know, coordinating the teams. If that's like going pretty badly and it's just like not good for the stream, I'll probably move on and do something else. Like, I was thinking about stepping into Mythics and like warming back up to that, but I don't know if there's really any point in doing the Mythics right now before BFA proper drops, because once it does drop, I'm going to be leveling for a while, probably for like the first week or two. Hopefully it doesn't take me that long. I'd have to double check footage from when I was doing the beta to see how long it took to level. I don't remember it taking very long though. Maybe a week for a character like my paladin, and I leveled the druid as well. And I'm still like considering maining the demon hunters, so both the demon hunter on Horde and the demon hunter on Alliance. But I'm still not quite sure if that's who I'm gonna be sticking with. It's so hard. It's like a kid in a candy store, and I gotta just choose one off the shelf. I don't really know what it is that I just want to stick with and like, you know, play for the rest of the expansion. And maybe I don't have to be so rigid as to just say it's just one. Maybe I could just like focus on just one main and not try to juggle like 2 or 3 tunes all at the same time. Maybe I could just focus on one as long as I want, and that's generally kind of been my strategy most expansions. I've always had just one main, and then I've leveled alts whenever that main's had nothing to do, like outside of raid times and stuff like that, because you do hit a level of progression, and where you're waiting on your guild to advance in progression. You know, each raid night you're stuck on the same boss or something like that, or like even in PvP, like, well, I don't know if I've ever really actually PvP'd seriously. Like, I want to say that I did back in BC. I think that was probably the most serious I took PvP, and since then I've never really like tried to do it very hard. So maybe that's probably something to consider. Like, I know that if I do hit a wall in progression in PvE, I will dip my toe into PvP, but I don't know if I'm gonna make like, you know, a name for myself out of that. And that's kind of what I've been considering as I do these brawls and like these battlegrounds. Like, I don't really feel like the tank demon hunter is really good in PvP. Like, I'm sure he is, but like for my playstyle, I'm not sure. See a Blingatron, might as well. Why not? Mark of Core. I've never seen that before. Just trash. Just trash. I've got the Smoldering Rains here. We're just gonna actually. I'm weird because I save things like this. I know my paladin has all kinds of toys that went into the toy box long ago, but I still saved the item that makes the toy on my pally, because back then, like, you would learn it and it would say already known, but you'd still have the toy before it became a collection. Pull out the Blood of Sargeras here. I can vendor that. Draught of Raw Magic. I don't really know about the drought or raw magic. I'd be curious to know what you guys are doing and preparing for the next expansion. Are y'all doing your well, this is something I could do that could be challenging and interesting. Let me maybe I'll do my heroic or my artifact challenge.
Be careful.
I mean, this is really all there is to do, right?
Light bless you.
Aside from pushing for
See you later.
what is it? The burb, the whatever you call it, the
What's up?
here.
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help.
There's an achievement you can get ahead of the curve. Ahead of the curve. Is that not something?
The heart of High
Ahead.
Lord Cruel. Not good.
There's a raid achievement. Legion raid. See the Pantheon, blah, 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 blah. There's a pet, or a mount you can get. And then there's also the chromie thing. I could get the chromie thing. Interesting. Titan Slayer. I'm skimming very quickly. I'm probably passing over it. Just the ones that have a reward. Here, this one. The Darkener. That's Kill Jading. The Darkener. Another one with a reward. Vengeance Incarnate. No. These are old ones. Like beginning of the expansion type stuff. This one. Oh, did I pass it? No. The Dreamer. Okay, no. Yeah, where is that? What am I thinking of? Maybe it's in raids? Reigns of Galactorus? That's... no. Antorian Gloomhound. I know this is the Burning Throne, but there's another one. I know you know what I'm talking about. You're probably already shouting it at the screen. There's one that if you go and you do the Legion raid, the Burning Throne, maybe it's on Mythic, you get a mount for it. It may already be too late to do it, I'm not sure. Vengeance Hardened, Elementary, not for you. Where is Diwan? Great Soul, Great Purpose, Bingo, Dark Souls, Garathi, and Torrent High Command. It may not be one that's listed here. Maybe it's a Titan Slayer. That'd be a cool one. You know, maybe there's another way to go about this. Here, raid. No, I'm looking for LFG, Raid Finder, not Raid Finder, pre-groups, raids, Legion, find a group. Okay, fresh run, need tanks and heals, heroic. Nighthold Mythic. I think it's this one, the heroic or above, and Taurus the Burning Throne. Minimum item level 215. I'm not even qualified for this. I wonder if people can inspect me. Can I inspect somebody and find out if they're above a certain item level? We'll inspect. Maybe with an add-on, actually. Yeah, you can quickly look at somebody's gear and find out. I don't know. I don't really care about mounts and stuff that much. I've already said too, like, I'm not too concerned about these artifact weapons either, but it's something to do. I'll at least do it. Right? Never trust a mage to, and like, conversely, don't ever trust a demon hunter to do a mage job either, right? He was headed to Crassus Landing. Come on, let's go to Crassus Landing. That's a good idea. Alright, so I guess we're gonna do the artifact challenge. It's like, what else is there to do, really? Nothing, I guess. Aside from, you know, well, my point was, there's this, it's a spell, this mount right here. It's called the Violet Spellwing. And, you know, I was thinking Violet Spellwing, too. Mounts. Violet Spellwing. Blood of a Titan. A gift from the Council of the Sith for saving Azeroth for the Third League. You want more? Okay, so Blood of a Titan. I think it's defeating Antorus the Burning Throne on heroic or above difficulty. Blood of a Titan. Which isn't hard anymore. Like it's like the Mage Tower challenge. Like I'm saying, it's nerfed and it's gonna be super easy and stuff. But watch me struggle because I've not got any experience on the Demon Hunter. Give me a moment. Excuse me. I had to sneeze there, so I muted myself. Blood of the Unmaker. Comments. Drops from Argus the Unmaker on heroic difficulty in the Antorus the Burning Throne. After completing the quest, you get your Violet Spellwing. Useless. It didn't drop on him. Where does it drop? It starts the quest or the one killed on difficulty. If you kill him on heroic, he drops the item that starts the quest and it'll give you the mount. The mount does not drop from him, just like in World War. Put the drugs down before coming here, dude. I did this raid on heroic 3 times. Still no gem, no nothing. Okay, this person, he's got upvoted 3 times. He says, just to clarify, since many people are still unclear on how to do this, on patch day, when 8.0 goes live, the ahead of the curve / cutting edge achievements for Argus are no longer obtainable. The quest leads to the Violet Spellwing, which is a separate reward for killing heroic Argus or higher, will remain obtainable until BFA goes live. Wait, what? The quest that leads to the Violet Spellwing, which is a separate reward for killing Argus on heroic or higher, will remain obtainable until BFA goes live. Okay, he says, just to clarify, since many people are still unclear on this, on patch day, when 8.0 goes live, the ahead of the curve / cutting edge achievements for Argus are no longer obtainable. Oh, that's why I couldn't search for it, I bet, in the achievements thing. The quest that leads to the Violet Spellwing, which is a separate reward, will remain obtainable until what's it called goes live. Okay, so you could still get the mount, but you can't get the achievement ahead of the curve now because 8.0 is live. This quest requires killing the final boss, and this is what I'm looking at. I'm sorry, I'm being rude. There you go. This is what I'm reading. So this guy, I looked here, it says from Argus the Unmaker, this dude, and you get the Violet Spellwing from the item when you turn it into Dalaran. And then it says, just to clarify, this dude, I'll give him an upvote because he's the man for explaining that stuff. And then here, this quest requires killing the final boss raid on heroic, just as the reigns of the Grove Warden and the reigns of the Kokron Warwolf did before. Normally, an LFR or normal and LFRs are out of luck. Okay. 500 rep with this scenario. Did Sargeras just obliterate the sword? Most likely. Okay, so yeah. That's how you get that thing. You just go kill Argus on heroic or better. Which, I mean, we could hop into this fresh run, but there's also there's a Discord. If you're interested in that stuff here, let me walk you through the process here. Go to Google, type in friendship burb. So friendship burb, go to this website here. You only have 12 days to do this. Friendship burb. This is an entire community around people who just want people to have this mount. So what you do is, if you're NA or EU or Horde or Alliance, you sign up for the community that has to deal with you. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any Alliance EU from the looks at a glance. Maybe there's a way, but not as far as I can tell in EU. If you're Alliance, sorry about that. But here it says if you sign up, the next run here, Horde's got one Sunday, August 4th, this weekend. There's a Discord lottery. You go to the Discord and you sign up, and you'll have one last opportunity to get the friendship burb. And it's only US Horde and EU Horde, because the Alliance, Vils and Kitty, they're finished for the next for this expansion. So if you're ally, sorry. One quick thought is you could race change, or faction change rather, and get the mount, and that's like shared across your account. Like that may be your only chance. But yeah, these guys, they've been doing this the whole time. I don't know if anybody really cares about this. I probably should have mentioned it a while back, but I found these guys whenever I was looking for a BFA Battle for Azeroth or Battle for Azeroth beta key, and they're pretty good folk because they were given beta keys when beta keys were coming out. Good community there. I'm sure they'll have another mount community forum at a later time, like whenever people start getting into BFA and doing stuff. But yeah, so that if you want that Violet Spellwing, there's still hope for you. Let me put this on my other tune. I have this a little lower, so I was just gonna lower it a bit here. Maybe that's too low though, because I'm digging into my action bars. I think, you know, maybe what it is on my other tune. I had a screenshot the other day, but you know, I think maybe my nameplates are higher on the other tune. Anyways, that's that there. Got that. Okay. Speak to Velen. Okay, let's go talk to Velen.
We must unite against the Legion. I came here to peer into the void above the tomb.
Is that so?
Searching for answer I did not know. I feel a dark force in the distance, just inside the twisting nether.
You know the main reason why I'm averse to doing a lot of these final artifact challenges? The main reason is the ones that I have done, I've had to buy defiled augmented runes. I've had to buy the bear tartar. What else? The potions of prolonged power. The drums of war. Like I went out and bought all those for each person that I've done it on. I think for the most part. Maybe the monk and the shaman. There's a few that I didn't need it for, but for the most part, I went out and bought like all those little buffs just to complete them, and that cost quite a bit of gold. I mean, it's like maybe 5,000 gold for all of the consumables and stuff like that. But I'm not very much one to be like into gold farming and like focusing on gold making objectives. I'd rather play the game. And if I had to give an excuse, that would probably be one why I haven't done it on everybody. I wonder how I get this horde symbol smaller, because it's so huge. What would that be? Bars advance. Text. General. I think there's a add-on called Move Anything. Do I have that?
Watch out! More incoming!
Going through my ABCs. H, I, J, K. No, I don't think I have Move Anything. Okay, so I guess LVY is probably what did it for me before. You'll notice I don't have LVY enabled at the moment. I used to run it, but I went back to the default UI because all the errors and stuff like that, since the stat squish and things of the ilk. Clutch. That was cool. Slowed him down just in time. Wow, they stay here too. That's nice. Yep. RP.
Portal is complete. I am with you.
You are?
Azeroth must not
Is
fall.
this all your world could muster? Pathetic. For Crow! For the Burning Legion! The endless flame.
I don't know about Fellblade.
Cannot be stopped.
Maybe in a raid environment. Actually, you know, maybe for this upcoming Mage Tower challenge, it could be useful.
You test my patience. Die, cretin.
Out of range.
Killed him midair. Muhaha.
We are all that stands between the Legion. I will ensure no more of Cruel's minions make it through. Suffer well.
Okie dokie. Now, Dalaran. I guess I hearth. Suffer well. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna go suffer now. Tweet, tweet. Sign of the Whackness. Okay. I was gonna go get the weekly, but it's Sign of the Whackness this week. The pet battle week. I'm looking for right. Archmage Modera. Hey, what up there, Archmage? Dark Omens. Raise your weapon.
You must prepare, step back,
Oh,
and raise your weapon.
this is
You will
Havoc. I'll
infuse
grab
it
that
with
just for
a portion of
future.
this council's power.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you, hero.
Give me your
You have
powers.
valuable time to deal with this threat.
Empower my fellbound warglaves. Sim Salabim. Alright. Way to go. You're
Together,
empowering the
we
wrong
must all lend
weapons.
our strength.
I wish this actually did something. Like, boom! Plus 50 item levels. My power, it's unbound. I've unlocked
The
a new
Legion
set of
sought to use
traits.
its agents to subvert our efforts at the Tomb of Sargeras.
Is that right?
Thanks to your efforts, they failed.
I can't attack
Now,
that.
we focus on driving their armies from Azeroth. You will give everything we have and finish this, once and for all.
Is that right? Did I not get another quest here? Artifact Havoc. Xylem's Tower and Ashara. Mom. I don't know. Do I have to do the Legion Fall campaign? No way. No. That's just yeah. That's for the mount. Never mind. There's also anybody interested in the class mounts. You got 12 days. But in order to get the class mount for each of your classes, I don't even have it as favorited. This thing, the Slayer's Fellbroken Shrieker. If you're a demon hunter, it's different for each class. Just do all of your class order hall campaign, like every single quest they give you. It's quite a bit, and it's gated as well. Like I'm sure the gates are gone by now. Like surely by now you don't have to go and send followers off and then wait a day. But that used to be the case. Try to do all those though if you want your class mount, if you haven't already got it. I'm sure most people do by now. Is there not? Oh, there's not anymore. There's no Mage Tower. Really? I think maybe the Mage Tower is done now with 8.0 being out. I just gotta go check that out. Knowledge. When you loot an item which grants artifact power, there's a chance you'll receive a bonus. Oh, okay. If you say so.
How are you?
I think I may have missed the Mage Tower challenge. I actually don't know. Oh look, I got the meats. Can't sell that.
Have a good one.
Give me the meats. Oh, and storm scale as well? Excuse me.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Get rid of that one. One thing I'm thinking now, I just saw that this pattern I just sold. Technique Codex of the Tranquil Mind. I need to get my artifact, my scribes actually, my
See you later.
inscription profession on the folks that do have inscription leveled up, and I want to make a bunch of those Codex of the Tranquil Mind, or just the Tome of the Tranquil Mind. Where is this? Let me look this up, because I don't know if the Mage Tower is gone or down or what. Mage Tower Challenge. Gotta sneeze. Goodness bless me. That's 2 sneezes today. That's weird. Normally it's just 1. Okay. Okay, these are appearances quite striking and will not be a table after BFA pre-patch. Oh, okay, so now the pre-patch is here. Those are gone. That's it. Done with those. I've washed my hands of it. Okay. But we still have the quests, I guess? Okay, so we can't even do Mage Tower anymore. Interesting. So what else is there? We could PvPs. We could go get the friendship burb. What else? What else can we do? Quick match battleground.
The Legion stoops to corrupting the Murlocs that call this shore home. Put an end to
I am
this
curious what
befuddlement.
Dutiful Companion is. That's a pet reward, though. I don't know. Probably just like a box or something. So, what is there? What is there? What is there to do? And Taurus the Burning Throw Heroic. ABT Fast Run 251 plus. Fast Run need tanks and heals 215. They're still doing that. Burning Throw. In at PKWL. We could do some Selfless Glory, Random Legion Heroic, Satchel, Waking Essence. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. Okay, so we can't do Mage Tower. That would have been a good time investment, but I ain't mad at that. I'm not bothered. I'm struggling to find something to do, you know, days before the next expansion. Oh, can't be here. Yikes. We can AFK in Dalaran like a pro. What else? What else? Professions? Oh, selling stuff. We need to sell stuff still.
Azeroth must not fall.
Let's see what costs the most. Auction, 18 silver, 59, 77, 62. This is the most so far. The big gamey ribs, 66. Auction for the cursed queenfish is unknown. Alright, we're going to buy that because we don't know what it is. Unknown? Alright, we'll buy that because we don't know what that one is. This is 5 gold. I don't know that one. So far the most is the High Mountain Salmon. This one's unknown as well. Unknown as well. You know, I tried to scan the auction house on my Horde Demon Hunter. It took me an hour and a half to not even finish. So after, 9 gold. That's the most I think so far. Yeah, 9 gold for Foxflower. So after an hour and a half of scanning the auction house just to get an idea of the prices, still did not complete the entire scan of the auction house. So yeah, I ended up canceling the scan after an hour and a half. Like, no way, I'm not gonna do this. And then I just kind of moved on with my life. But each of these items individually I can go and post on their own, and that'll give me an accurate representation of how much things cost. Okie doke. I was just thinking about this MMO. There's one coming out. I think it's still even in beta. It's called Pantheon. Don't tell anyone. This is called the MMO you've been waiting for, and it's finally coming. This is a Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen. It takes place in a high fantasy world of Terminus. So, just a little something, food for thought type thing right there. Anybody curious? Or, it's kind of a traditional type of D&D style MMO. Like, that's kind of what I think WoW was originally based off of, like the RTS, but also like very much the D&D kind of style of classes and lore and mechanics and stuff like that. Turn-based, action-based combat and stuff. Pantheon's not too dissimilar from like WoW's gameplay as far as like partying, grouping, classes and stuff like that. It's more realistic, I think. I don't know. It's less cartoony. They got classes like the cleric, the paladin, the warrior, the dire lord, the ranger, the rogue, monk, summoner, enchanter, wizard, druid, shaman. I didn't know what the classes were. It's the first time I've actually seen that. They have races like the Archai. See that? The Archai. And they got dwarves. Look at the dwarves. They got the Dark Mirror. They got ogres. Look at the humans. And halflings? What? Elves? Look at the elves. Gnomes? That doesn't look like a gnome. A gnome's the one that goes ah ha ha and Scar. See that? Pantheon, guys. Pantheon. I don't know if I'll play it. I've seen it around. It's been around for like a year. They've been developing it. But I don't know. Whenever I kind of like when the twinkle in my eye and the wonder that I once held from WoW flickers, I look over at other games and I stumbled across that at some point. I've been kind of keeping my eye on it. I don't know if I'm going to jump ship and go play it, but this is something else that's out there that I was interested in, that piqued my curiosity. But yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on that one. I've also, like, I've been messing around with the Fortnite and like these other games kind of like offline, off stream, and yesterday I even streamed this. My nephew goes on about these SCPs. He's like I think he's almost middle school aged, my nephew, and there's this whole like storyline and lore and system for these secure containment protocol SCP monsters or creatures. Like it reminds me of, like, you know, Bigfoot stories and stuff like that. Well, it turns out that's an actual game. I looked that up yesterday and I played that for a little bit, and it's like low budget, low quality, but like anything that's scary, like I don't even watch scary movies. Like I get terrified. Like I worry I'm gonna have nightmares and shit. So I checked that out yesterday. It was pretty fun. I was definitely enthusiastic during the stream because I was pretty freaked out. Because like I don't do all that scary stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Just trying to fill time before the next expansion drops. And from what I've seen in BFA so far, it's gonna be just like any other expansion. Like you start at the bottom, you level up, you get into the world quests and the raids and the mythics and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have the staying power, you know? Like, I hate the fact that I'm having to question that, and this is like one of the games you still have to spend money on in order to play. So yeah, it's a little bit of rant on that stuff. What do we want to? I guess we just vendor this stuff. Vendor. Yeah, I'll vendor it all, I guess. Unsullied cloth robes. These would be worth more if I mailed them over and vendored them. I'm just getting rid of all this expansion's items that I don't need anymore. And everything that's bop. Spell bomb. Get rid of this one. Greetings, Demon Hunter. You just wouldn't think that that would be the case. Oh, it's a Demon Hunter. Hello! How are you, Demon Hunter? I live for the darkness. Oh, that's nice. Come on in. Buy some stuff. Your soul is mine. Oh, okay. Whatever you say. Imp meat. Yeah. Sure that's something that's worth something, but Laystone, like, is this really, like, this is what the stream is today? I'm gonna be cleaning my inventory because I don't know what else I can do right now. I mean, I could PvP, right? But I don't know. I don't know, guys. What are y'all doing right now? Twitter me, Facebook me. Let me know what you guys are up to. Y'all are probably doing them raids and them mythics, right? Them last moment type things. Yeah, that's cool. Just let me know in the description, in the comments below, you know. Let me know in the comments what y'all are up to. Or you can go over here to my Twitter. Tweet at me. Tweet at me. Got the Twitter at Elude_Stalwart. And then Facebook, Elude.Stalwart. Hit me up. Let me know what you guys are up to. And we have Discord in the description below. You can join it. I'll have to log into it. I have to actually log into it and give you privileges to see stuff, I think, initially. But yeah. Shout out to Jesse Coons. Yesterday he commented on my video. He was talking about Project Ascension, still keeping up with content. And that's something else you guys can check out. Project Ascension's a pretty fun game. It's classless WoW. It's illegal WoW though, so take that for what it's worth.
Well met.
But still a pretty fun game to play. Any class you want to mix match abilities with, like say you want to build a Retribution Shaman. And that was the first thing I went into the game with. Like, I think it's set in, I wanted to say BC, but I think, or vanilla, but I think they've even released BC by now. Like, it's progressive. So, as unlocking like raids and downing bosses in those raids, like Molten Core and stuff like that, they release the next patch. So, like, I think the plan was to, after Molten Core was down, they were going to eventually work their way up to releasing Vanilla Naxxramas, and then after that, after a while, they were going to release Burning Crusade, and they've been still going at it, and it's a really cool community. It's NA and EU together, so I made a lot of NA and EU friends when I was playing it. But yeah, I mean, there's also the min-maxing, like the people who build the broken specs. And they go through and they'll get like, what was one of them? They called it Hemo Cleave, where you got Hemorrhage from the Rogue, from Combat Rogue back in Vanilla, and you got Cleave from the Fury Warrior, and you built the entire spec around Hemorrhage and Cleave. So all you do is just a one-button spam, and Hemorrhage, 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 and then since Cleave was not on the global cooldown back then, you can tie that together with a macro to cast Cleave as well. So you're literally just spamming Hemorrhage and cleaving all your targets. So you got a really super OP, cheap, energy efficient, and you get those resources as well: mana, rage, and energy. Like, because you're a hero character, you have all those at your disposal instead of just mana or just pain or whatever. It's a pretty interesting game. Like, we'll just say that. And then back then too, you had Wind Fury, so Wind Fury's proccing off of Hemorrhage and Cleave and stuff like that. You got a two-hander that you're hitting with. Like, I think Hemorrhage specifically requires daggers though, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe you had to have a dagger in your main hand. But your offhand, if you had Titan's Grip, you could have a two-hander. Like, I think Titan's Grip didn't get implemented until BC, but you know, that was to consider and think about. But yeah, stuff's crazy. Stuff's crazy. Definitely worth checking out, especially if you've ever fantasized about, you know, and WoW, it was always like what other classes you ran with in a group. Like as a rep pally, I was always a good support. But another really good support for a party is enhance, or just shaman in general with all their totems and stuff. Enhancement shaman specifically really did well running with melee types. So yeah, that was pretty interesting to actually mix and match. Not even different classes, but like to mix and match your own class, you know, to build your own class how you wanted it. There's the whole leveling system still. Like you start at level 1, you work your way up to 60 or whatever the max level is for the expansion that they're on right now. Stuff's cool. Alright, so I'm gonna mail this off. Let's send this to Conqueror. This is our Shadow Priest. Send that to him. I don't know. Yeah, Lucidil. I have my Rogue. Lucidil. I'll send the lockbox to him. Dat inventory. And then I'll go back to... Where is the Dalaran portal? I'm gonna look that up. Dalaran portal in Stormwind. Dalaran portals, Orgrimmar Horde. They say it's in the mages area. The original mage tower. So it is over here. Why didn't I see it before? I thought I went here before and didn't see it there. I did actually go here too, so it was here. Oops, whoops, whoops. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, shouldn't it be here? How do I am getting to the Dalaran?
Hey there. Farewell.
How do I am getting to the Dalaran? Does anybody know? Is there an extra room? No. No. Am I missing something? What's happening? Maybe it's the Dragonflight guy. Hey, Bronze. The end time? Oh no.
Light be with you.
What the deuce?
What brings you here?
The Dalaran portal? Is there... That's what brings me here. Hearthstone's up anyways, who cares? Thankfully this Hearthstone specifically doesn't take very long. I mean, I could have just went to the Vindicar and ran there from there, but... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where the Dalaran portal was. Not much of an ally though, so... I could be mistaken. Sorrow. That's such a good name. Undead Priest. Very nice. Alright, what am I looking for? Oh, right. The Blood of Sargeras vendor. We're gonna get the most valuable mats here.
We are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation.
Oh, nice. Okay, so 28 gold for Leylight shards. $32 gold for Starlight Rose. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so Leylight Shard, Starlight Rose, we'll buy those. Let's see, we got 32, so we'll divvy up half and half. Maybe we want a third. We'll just do half and half. I think I have a macro to buy multiple at a time. Target, raise, garrison, garrote, divine, eat, order, buy merchant item 1. So this is to make it to where I could buy as much of these resources as I wanted. I don't know what number this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So would this be 7 then? Save. Let's see. No. So that was this one. Okay, so the page matters. Ugh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 27. Save. Now that should buy ley light shards. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so we'll do half, right? So let's do half. Somewhere I think I overdid it. Oh well. What else? Starlight Rose. This is a shout out to Pink Rose if you still watch. I don't know if you still keep around since I'm not very social. I'm kind of anti-social lately. 28. Okay. Pete Vega, shout out Pete Vega. Wyvernfall Gaming, who still gives me shout outs consistently. Check out his channel, guys. He streams Wyvernfall Gaming. He's a really good guy. He's been doing CSGO tournament stuff lately, and recently started streaming WoW again. So, really cool dude. Awesome. Check out his channel. What is this? 18? 18. Save. I know he probably doesn't have the patience to watch me nowadays since I don't have chat or read chat anymore. But he's still a cool dude. Yeah. Give me all of them. Okay. So that macro again for you folks. Count the number slot. It goes 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like back and forth. And then run by merchant item parentheses number in parentheses. That's the macro to just one button spam purchase stuff from these vendors. Pretty cool. Death to yo mama. No, I take that back. I don't know her. She's probably a kind lady. Moving on to, let's go to the Vindicar. And no. Yeah. Let's go to the Vindicar. Chances are, even, I'm thinking, okay, so this guy's on Zulahead, right? And it's its own different server from Colteras and Bladefist, and like I have my main characters are on Colteras, like Horde side. Horde side. I got like one of every character on the Horde. Most of them are on Colteras. I have the Bladefist server was going to be my army of allies, so I was going to build another army of one of every character on the Alliance side, but I already have Eludar, this character here, Lucidil, and Conquer, so Demon Hunter, Rogue, Priest, here on Zulahead. The rest of the Alliance army, one of every class, I was going to put on Bladefist. I think I only got as far as, what did I get? Paladin, Pally, Warrior, I want to say that's it. Paladin, Warrior. There's more than that, I'm sure. Where's the Primal? Here he is. But anyways, Bladefist was my Alliance server. It was connected to Colteras, so I could freely trade back and forth from them tunes to the auction house and stuff. Alright, so let's find out. We don't know which of these is the most. So, and we can only buy 2. Let's say Astral Glory. That's worth 5 gold. Lightweave Cloth, that's worth 1 or 4 gold. I'm sure one of these gems is worth something, right? Alright, for science, we're going to check out the cost of Imperium and Fiendish Leather. And we get to pick one of these. So, if I remember correctly, this is Stamina, blue Stamina, or main stat, like Intellect, Strength. No, that's not true. Stamina, Intellect. Red is Strength. Yellow is Crit, Haste. And then this is orange is like a mixture of Strength and Crit, or Strength and Haste, or Agility and Crit, or Agility and Haste. And like whatever the other stats are, right? Versatility. Versatility is blue as well, right? So purple would be a mixture of red and blue, which be like versatility and no, versatility might be yellow because it's secondary. Yeah, I don't know. So let's go main stat. Main stat's always trusty, and then green, that's like healers, I think. Let's go orange because that's melee and secondary. We'll check out the prices of those, and then we'll keep in mind we haven't checked the other ones. We don't have very much primal Sargerai. Oh, we still have one left though. Let's spin the final one on. We know at least how much Astral Glory costs, so I'll just buy one of those. All right, now we'll head back to whatchamacallit land. There's a quest up there, Illidan. Probably the portals quest. The invasion points. I can't believe there's not much more going on than just that dinky little quest chain and getting the mount. Like, you remember BC pre-expansion? Like, the chaos? I mean, that's probably the biggest one that I ever remember was how, and even Legion to a certain extent, when Legion was coming out, there was the invasions happening all around Azeroth. Like, that was pretty cool. Why is it so much more toned down? Is it just because, like, there I had a cynical thought, like, what if one launch to rule them all was only gonna be like feasible if they drove off most of the player base right before the expansion dropped? Like, they made the pre-expansion so boring that people just quit the game. Like, such a large majority just quit the game, so there wasn't, even if everybody did log in at the same time, like, it wasn't such a back-breaking or crippling population that that the server was able to handle it. That's a very cynical way to think. So, like, I honestly don't think that's the case, but I mean, maybe there is something going on, and I'm not aware because I don't talk to other players enough. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm struggling to find something to do on this character that I chose, and maybe it's that too. Maybe that's what's working against me a little bit, is the fact that I've decided I am no longer an altaholic. I'm just gonna main 1 or 2 tunes, and that's it. Like, maybe that's the reason why I'm like kind of fiddling my thumbs a little bit, because like I know I got all these other tunes parked. 1 stack of 51. Sure, let's do that. Somebody will be willing. Does it still work the same way? I'm not even sure with the auction house anymore. Like, you could put these enormous stacks of like up to 200, I think. Yeah, a stack of 200 up. Can you buy individual mats from those stacks? Like, if I wanted to purchase from this guy specifically, put a stack of 200, can I buy just 50 of that 200? I don't know. Leave a comment, description, or Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Let me know what's the case nowadays. I don't know, guys. That was a 49 gold. That's not bad, actually. This is 298. So yeah, I picked right in orange, I guess. Astral Glory. No way. Oh, I was gonna say, no way 10 Astral Glory is going for 2,000 gold. Okay, so I've spent all those, and I've cleared my bank and my bags, and I don't know if anybody even cares about these bandages anymore. You know, first aid's no longer a thing. Is that the case? First aid. Yeah, there's no longer any first aid. Now it's just cooking, fishing, and archaeology. They took away first aid and gave bandages to tailors. So, there's that. I don't know. Who buys bandages off the auction house? I'll sell Swiftness Potion. I don't care. Tome of the Tranquil Mind? I'll sell those. I don't care. Anybody want my Marks of Honor? Ah, I can't sell Marks of Honor. Could have probably guessed that, though. This is the auction house, guys. That is a Iron Skyreaver. Must be from WoD. WoD was the Iron Age, the industrial age of WoW. I think Eludar is done. Alright. Let's go clear the inventory of the other dudes. This is what I'm doing in WoW. Like, I don't know what else to do. PvP, yeah, I could PvP. I was thinking Mage Tower. That's gone. That's alright. I got the weapons I care about, so that's at least good. Alrighty. Lucidil. What's new? Communities. War mode. Before the storm. Cool beans. I have talents that are reset. There's a new version. Do I have, are my add-ons wonky right now? Oh, Lucidil. Altaholic Auctionator. Data store, is this for auctions? No, right? Why is my all the other stuff for auctioneer? Who cares? What is this mission?
Hail and well met.
Legion threat Suramar? Don't care. Suramar? No thank you. I don't care enough about Suramar. We got some mail. Let's go check out. Oh, it's probably that lockbox, right? My buttons are out of control here on Lucidil. Why? Just a mess. All these different gear sets I was carrying. Oh, jeez. Okay. I like the mount special for the rogue mount. It's pretty cool. Jeez, this is bugging me. I gotta fix this. COTDB? What is COTDB? Lucidil specific probably. Curse of the Dreadblades artifact? Oh, that's not a thing anymore. We don't have that anymore. And Adrenaline Rush was tied to that. So let's put that there. Don't need any of this stuff out anymore. Inscription, I think we know where that's at. We can put that there. The whistle is on G, so we'll leave that there. Cooking, yeah, no. Pick lock, that's something to keep out. Koi scented. I think I was making attempts at some point on Lucidil. I think I actually was trying to do his artifact weapon. Maybe I at least peeked at it. I don't know. Target? What is target? Target. Target Landrister of the Blade? Yeah, I don't even know who that is. It is like I was searching for somebody for some reason. Ah, dang. There's usually a mission board there, I guess not. That's where it should be. Detection? Detection. Yeah, we'll focus intently on trying to detect certain creatures. Detecting certain creatures? Combat ally? I don't need that, I guess. We're missing moves here. What moves are we missing? Riposte, okay, that's defensive. Blade Flurry, we could put that here. Get rid of that. Vanish. We already have Vanish. 2 forms. I actually like being able to toggle 2 forms. Let's put this on 5, that on 6. That should be 8. Vanish also has my Cloak of Shadows. I'll put Cloak of Shadows here as well. Mount. That's stealth. Makes sense to have stealth there. Mount should be this. So for my mount macro, what do I got that I don't want to... Yeah, that's good. So mounts there, 2 forms I could toggle independently of that because I'm cool and I like to. And then do we got blind? This is a little better. This is a little better. Guild communities, the Dark Blade. So much very slow lag. Wow, you can see like the conversation has been going on for like a long time. Maybe this is just only whenever you're online though. The Dark Blade. Oh shit. What the hell? Okay. Sure. Got a very busy second bar here. Roll the bones. It's my talents, that's what it is. Even the PvP talents. How do we usually like? Sinister Strike has 10% increased chance to strike an additional Sinister Strike. What? Combat's changed. Is it still called Outlaw, right? Outlaw, you've changed. Combat Sinister Strike. Say what? Viciously strike an enemy causing physical damage. 35% chance to hit additional time, making your next pistol shot cost half and double. And then this makes Sinister Strike 10% increased chance to strike. Quick Draw. Half cost uses a pistol shot granted by Sinister Strike. Now generate one additional combo point and deal 50% more damage. I think I traditionally went with Quick Draw. Retract Hook. Reduces the cooldown of Grappling Hook. Increase movement speed at all times by 15%. Or increase the range of all your melee attacks. I like to grapple. I do like to grapple. I hate that I got a talent to make it often. I don't use it often enough though. If I remember correctly, there's only certain situations where that's super useful. I think I'd go with increased movement speed at all times. Of these, I usually like Deeper Stratagem. Mark for Death I can live without. Increased maximum energy and regeneration. Yeah, I can live without that. Deeper Stratagem's the way to go in my opinion. I like Iron Stomach. If it's still the same, increases healing you receive from Crimson Vial, healing potions, and health stones by 30%. Yeah, I like that much better. Cheat Death. This is like Ardent Defender. This is like the like you're gonna die and it keeps you from dying. I think even the Death Knights have one where it's like you stay at 1% health. Like I don't know. Faint also reduces all damage you take from non-area effects. That's useful in raids. But Iron Stomach, that's better. That's much better for questing. It's that I love my heal at my Crimson Vial. Dirty Tricks. Cheap Shot Gouge Sap no longer costs energy. I think I go for that usually. Prey on the Weak's nice too. Enemies disabled by your Cheap Shot between the eyes take 10% increased damage from all sources. So that's kind of nice. I think Cheap Shot, that's something you cast whenever you're in stealth, right? Cheap Shot? Yeah, you have to be stealth for cheap Shot. But you can open up and do 10% increased damage. Blinding Powder reduces the cooldown of Blind and increases its range. Useful. Maybe PvP. I like that they no longer cost energy. That's kind of cool. Let's do Prey on the Weak. We'll do that one. Loaded Dice. Activating Adrenaline Rush causes your next roll to bones to grant at least 2 matches. That's nice. That's a new one. Alacrity. Finishing moves have a chance per combo point to grant 2% haste. A 20% chance per combo point to grant 2% haste. Stacking up to 5 times. So that's 10% haste that you can keep up if you're continuously finishing. Or Slice and Dice. You can just keep that static finishing move that consumes combo points to increase attack speed by 50% and energy regeneration by 15%. Slice the Dice and Vigor pair sound like they synergize pretty well. I like Loaded Dice. Loaded Dice sounds nice. They have Killing Spree, teleport from enemy to enemy 10 yards. While Blade Flurry is active, it also hits nearby enemies. Blade Rush. Charge the target with your blades. dealing 2,000 physical damage to that target and 1,000 to all nearby enemies. That sounded like there was a limit on that. All nearby enemies. While Blade Flurry's active, damage is increased, or damage to non-primary targets is increased by 100%. That sounds pretty cool. Dancing Steel increases the duration of Blade Flurry by 3 seconds and its damage by 5%. Yeah, it sounds like you want to cheese the AoEs. Let's go with that one. Oh, and that's a good spot for it too. Blade Flurry is different now. Now it's not something you just turn on and leave on. This is probably for the best, because you can easily forget from pull to pull that you have this on and just waste energy and be whack. Because Blade Flurry used to make it to where whenever you activated it, all your moves were twice as much. They were more expensive energy cost wise. Now it causes your single target attacks to also strike enemies for 45% of the normal damage for 12 seconds. That's cool. Okay. I think everything else is about where I'd like it to be. Now, PvP. I've been playing around with this one. Just 20% reduced effects from, like, you know, crowd control. I really like Adaptation, which is just like an automatically occurring Gladiator's medallion. But Relentless, that sounds pretty cool. I've been playing with it. Sprint suppresses all movement impairing effects for 4 seconds when used. Roll the Bones grants allies within 8 yards 15% haste. That's pretty cool. Good support there. Control is king. When enemy players within 40 yards are stunned, silenced, or polymorph, you gain 3 seconds of adrenaline rush. Oh wow. That sounds very rogue. Drink up me hearties. You learn the ability to create Crimson Violet for allies. Oh. Create a Crimson Violet to share with allies. Maximum of 3 can be carried at once. So what do you trade it to them? Huh. So you share your drink with your party. That's pretty cool. That sounds very piratey. Drink up me hearties, yar. Cheap Tricks. After coming out of blind, the target's chance to miss attacks is increased by 75%. Between the eyes reduces the energy cost of pistol shot. Pistol shot, eh? Pistol shot. That's my number 2. Draw a concealed pistol, firing quick shot at enemy physical damage, reducing movement speed. Yeah. And Cheap Tricks. Between the eyes reduces the energy cost of pistol shot. Ah, I see. Dismantle, disarm, preventing the use of any weapon or shield. Nice. Plunder armor. Steals and equips the target's armor, reducing their damage deal. Maximum health increases yours by the same amount. Boarding party. Between the eyes increases movement speed of all friendly players within 10 yards by 30% for 5 seconds. That's cool. Give your party a little mini sprint. Thickest Thieves. Your Tricks of the Trade now increases your and the friendly target's damage by 15%. Oh, that's cool. You have to pick one. Turn the tables. After coming out of a stun, you deal 15% increased damage. That's cool. Shiv. Shiv's comeback. Deals 343 physical damage to the target, dispelling an enrage effect and reducing movement speed by 70%. Come at me, Fury Warriors. Honor Among Thieves. Critical hits in combat by allies within 50 yards grant you combo points, but no more often than once every 2 seconds. Smoke Bomb. Cloud of thick smoke. Radius around the rogue. Enemies are unable to target into or out of the smoke cloud. Death from Above. Finishing move that empowers your weapons with energy, performing a deadly attack. You leap into the air, dispatch your target on the way down to force the hit. So this is just regular Death from Above. 30-second cooldown though. Is that the same as it was before? So I never, like, all throughout these, as cool as they sound, like not one of them made me just want to click it. So take that for what that's worth. Roll the bones helps allies. So I need to. I'm gonna get when enemy players within 40 yards are stunned, silenced, power 30. I'm gonna go control as king, because in PvP like CC is king, right? And that's the name of it, right? So okay, because getting that quick adrenaline rush for 3 seconds, that's 3 ticks of increased energy regen, so that sounds useful for me in any situation. And it doesn't say that I can't be the one that stuns, so if I'm gouging or I'm between the eyes stunning, like I'll get this adrenaline rush right afterwards from the sounds of it. After coming out of blind, I could do cheap tricks. There's clutch situations where if I use blind properly, like it's awesome. Dismantle, I don't like having an extra button, so if I can just narrow it down to passives. Between the eyes increases movement speed of all friendly players, and that also doesn't say it like just like all friendly players could include me, but it might not. But even still, I'll do it anyways. We'll see. We'll find out. Tricks of the Trade now increases your and the friendly target's damage. That's cool if you got a buddy you're running with. After coming out of stun, you deal 15% increased damage. That sounds good to me. So we'll do those. This is kind of cool. They did change Outlaw quite a bit from what I noticed. They're not happy with it yet. Everything else is gravy though. Shh, that took a while. Me just sitting there doing that. What am I actually here for though? I forget. Oh right, clearing my inventory. I'm gonna go. Do I have any Sargeras on me? It's probably in the bank. Okay, so I'll just fly there. We do have increased mount speed, just double checking. Glyph, I am a scribe, right? Is that right? Am I a scribe? Professions. I was like, where is what I'm looking for? Here it is. Prophecy Tarot. Unlearned. Oh, there's an Unlearned tab now. Shows you all the things. Ah, this is cool. So, sneak peek into next expansion stuff. Contracts. This is, what is this? Okay, Champions of Azeroth contract. Enter a contract with Champions of Azeroth that allows you to gain rep with them every time you complete a world quest on Kulturath and Zendalar. Orders of Ember. So, contracts. Huh. So, if there's a specific reputation that you're farming for, say like you're trying to get enchanting recipe, or maybe even like, since I'm an inscriptionist, whichever one of these factions has the inscription recipes, I can actually choose to enter a contract with them by creating and using this, and more quickly gain by that inscription recipe. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's kind of like wearing the tabard back in Wrath of the Lich King. If you wanted Knights of the Ebon Blade rep, you threw on the Knights of the Ebon Blade tabard and you went out and did a bunch of heroics. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Codex of the Quiet Mind. Set a codex out, allow near players to adjust their talents. So this is a talent respec. Created by players, can be bought and sold at auction house. War Scroll increases the target's attack power by 7%. War Scroll Battle Shout. Okay, so you can make your own battle shout. 7%. Tome of the Quiet Mind calls the mind, allow you to adjust. So this is a tome specifically for me that allows me to adjust talents. Fortitude. So we can replace the warrior buff, the priest buff, and the mage buff. Probably not as big as the, I would imagine 7% of intellect probably isn't the same as a mage buffing you with that. I'm not sure. Scroll of Unlocking allows you to open locks that require up to 600 lock picking skill. So this is to replace a rogue. So a lot of the books and scrolls here meant to replace, like, not having classes with you, I guess. Dark Moon Card of War. Doesn't really say what that's going to be. Probably trinkets eventually. Offhands. An offhand for caster. Caster offhand. Milling. Vantus runes. Attune yourself to the energies of the targeted Eludar raid boss, increasing your versatility when fighting that boss. That's been around. Glyph of the Humble Flyer. Your swift flight travel form appears as your more humble racial flyer. Your more humble racial flyer. What does more humble mean? Does that just mean that you look like a Lobi? Glyph of the Dolphin. This is the one I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna get that one for my druid. Tide Skipper. Your aquatic form now a Tide Skipper dolphin. Huh. Well, those are the ones that are available to look at least. I don't know. I've never really been big on professions, but maybe I will next expansion. I don't know if I say that every expansion, but maybe I will next expansion. We'll see. I came here for the bank. That's what I'm here for. I have a lot of stuff in the bank here. Sell. This is back whenever I first started this guy. I had no idea how useful these relics were going to be after I got the ones I needed. So I kept them forever. Key of the Palace of Lei Shin. I don't know if I'll ever need that. Dress up your perky pug. Dress up your perky pug. A Time Ward Journal. Ah, I guess I was at the Etching of the Raven's Eye. Timeless Isles not too long ago. Can get rid of that. Pygmy Owl. I can't ever seem to sell these. I'm going to try to sell that one though. Leyline Crystal we can get rid of. Blow the Whistle. Summoning a shadowy figure to fence your goods. Unique Soulbound. Why don't I always have this? What do I need to fence my goods for? I don't know. I'll find out. Yeah, I know. Port Orc. It's okay, guy. Summons a riverboat on the water surface within 20... Must be in 1,000 needles. Definitely have to save that one, you know? Domination Point Commission? I don't even know what this is. Lion's Landing. Pandaria. Brawler's Pass. Gain access to the Brawler's Guild for all characters on your account. Okay, I'll save that, I guess. Consumables. Blackrock Coffee. I don't know if I ever need that. Pet Biscuits. Why do I have so much pet stuff on this guy? Goblin Glider Kit, I can sell that. Neural Silencer, people might want that. Mechanical Yeti, you remember these guys? Mechanical Yetis? Why do I still have it? Cask of Dalaran, okay. Is that Soulbound though? No? I could try to sell it.
Inventory is full.
Inventory is full. Okie dokie. Is there something I can bank here? Crystal of Insanity, yeah. Okay, we sorting through this stuff. Evidence against Samuelson? I don't know what some of this stuff is. Virtuoso ink set? This is a profession item. Maybe I should have this. Field pack? Yeah. Hey, babe. I think with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and conclude today's episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft BFA. This is what I'm doing, guys. The next 12 days, this is pretty much how I'm going to write out the remainder of this expansion. I'm just going to be clearing the inventory and bank of all the useless items that we won't need for next X-Pack. So, until next time...
May the great wolf spirit guide you.
May the great wolf spirit guide you. Peace.